Canary CEO Dan Eberhart. Canary is, of course, an oil field services company. Dan, nice to see you. What impact will all of this action have on your industry?
Well, I think it's going to lead to more drilling activity and an increase in production and lower prices for consumers, ultimately.
Yeah, and that's great. I mean, I was looking at CPI numbers. Fuel oil has come down 7.6% in the past year. Gas prices down around 50% since last year. Americans are definitely feeling that energy costs have gone down. But the issue is, if the economy slows down too much because of tariffs, that it's not good for anybody. No one's going to be driving or going anywhere.
These measures the Trump administration are doing are showing that they support cheap and affordable energy, which I think is the basis for, we can't have economic growth without stable energy and without cheap and efficient energy. And this administration is just so much better for providing consumers with cheap energy than the Biden administration. Look, we need faster drilling permits. We need pipeline infrastructure. We need offshore lease sales. And these are things the Trump administration is doing that the Biden administration just didn't do.
I mean, yeah, the secretary was talking about permitting reform that could take years, coming down to getting it done in 28 days. Is that really happening?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I think a lot of the stuff the Biden administration was doing was just death by a thousand cuts. So LNG, export terminals, gathering system pipelines, they just didn't want them to happen. So they pencil pricked them to death. Rather than just saying no, they just basically said no over time with the permitting process. And the Trump administration is really saying, look, we need to look at the environmental costs. We need to look at the cost to communities. But ultimately, if the projects make sense and we're going to do them, we need to just go ahead and do them. And so I think that that's going to lead to more energy infrastructure in America, which will lead to more energy at a lower prices for consumers.
Yeah, there are, take the Permian Basin, for instance. Much of it has been tapped. Are we able to get more liquid gold out of the ground in deeper zones or untapped parts of New Mexico? Are you hearing what you need to hear from the administration to get the oil that we have so we can up our ability to produce 1/5 of global energy right here in the U.S.?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, in the first Trump administration, we were energy independent. We lost a little bit of that in the Biden administration, and now we're coming back. Look, the Trump administration is going to help us get oil out of the Bakken, out of the Permian, out of the Delaware Basin in New Mexico. There's still plenty of liquid gold there, as you said, to extract. What we need is a regulatory process and a regulatory system that's fair to the industry, and given certain environmental constraints, still lets us do what we need to do to get it out of the ground, and that's what Secretary Bartiromo and President Trump are focused on.
Yeah. Some energy executives are expressing concerns that President Trump's tariffs will negatively impact production and increase thoughts. And the issue here is that, let's take polypipe, for instance. A lot of that comes from Asia. Is tariffs going to make what you do, what you provide in the oil patch at the drill rig site, more expensive? Then with the price coming down, it doesn't make sense for you to drill further.
Well, in the short look, we buy a lot of steel products and manufactured goods from China. And in the short term, I think it will create some speed bumps and cause our cost infrastructure to go up. But my take on this tariff stuff is that Donald Trump is strategic. And this is about a means to an end where we're going to have a more fair trading system at the end of the day. So I think that there's a lot of noise in the interim, but at the end, this policy is going to be beneficial for the energy industry and beneficial for the U.S. economy. And that there's a lot of the short-term noise and dissonance in the financial press is really misguided and not strategic.
The optimism is appreciated. Dan Eberhart, thank you very much.